Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Dee from Busy with Dee, and today I am here with another IKEA makeover. In this video, I will be transforming IKEA's $80 crib into a $400 crib that I saw on another website that I completely fell in love with but was not about to pay because my son was already almost 6 months old. So all of the spindles came completely uncovered. I'll show you guys here. I lost the beginning of the footage, so I just had to jump right into the video. I'm just using a combination of the blue painter's tape and the plastic tarps that you get from like Home Depot or Lowe's to cover your floor when you're painting. I cut that and I'm using that to wrap around the spindles, and I'm using both of those because I was low on painter's tape, so I just kind of went back and forth between the two. But the goal is to completely cover the spindles. That's why I'm here cutting a small piece of tape and just taping off the bottom. That way when I paint it, it won't leak onto the spindles. Once everything was covered, I took the crib outside to assemble it because that is where I was going to spray it. It gave me a little bit of a hard time, but I got it together, and here's what it looked like. I have everything covered, and I'm making sure that the inside of the spindles aren't showing. Next, I used some 120 sand grit paper to just sand down the crib, just to rough it up just a tad bit so the paint would stick to it. Once I was done sanding, I started painting. I used this paint sprayer that I got from a local hardware store, and it was honestly really cheap, and it was just kind of spitting out the paint and it wasn't going on smooth. It was making it really clumpy, so I stopped using that. I had to let the crib dry, come back, sand all of the lumps of paint away, and then I just found this paintbrush that I had in my house that was really light for acrylic paint, but that was all that I had, and I just started hand painting the crib. Although spraying it would have been a lot faster, I actually prefer hand painting it because that made sure that the paint didn't kind of seep through the tape and the plastic bag and wouldn't get on the spindles. That way it gave me a cleaner look. But if you are a pro at spraying, it's definitely faster. So here's a closer look at how that paint sprayer was kind of just throwing paint at the crib. So once I finished the first coat, I went over it again with the 120 sand grit just to sand out all of the lumps of dried paint, and then I gave it 2 more coats of black paint. Once the crib was dry, I brought it back in the house, did a little touch-up paint from when I had scuffed it up and beat it up all against the door trying to get it back into the house. Let that dry, and then me and my daughter started to take the tape and the plastic off so that I could see the beautiful natural colored spindles. This process honestly took forever to take the tape and the plastic off. I didn't realize how well I secured everything, so if you decide to do this, just set aside a good hour to take everything off. This project only cost about $100, $80 for the crib, $20 for that paint sprayer that ended up not working out for me, and yeah, everything else, the paint I already had on hand from a previous IKEA makeover, the IKEA dresser, which is in his room also. So if you buy this IKEA crib and you don't make any changes, assemble it, this is what it would look like, but this is how mine turned out. It's been a whole year since I've done this makeover, and the crib still looks amazing. It has a few scratches on it here and there from when we were moving it in and out of his room to complete his accent wall, but that can easily be touched up with some paint. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like this video, comment, share it. If you are into these kind of IKEA makeovers, definitely subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified when I upload a new video. I am a little obsessed with them right now. You guys can go and check out my previous videos, but I am definitely sure that I will have more to come. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.